had no clue what we're doing. And on behalf of my sister Aida, her husband John, my brother Art, his wife Mimi, my husband Grant, and myself Gloria, I think. We thank you so much for being with us. You are all very special to Mom. That's why you're here. We picked you out of her address book. So we are here to honor my mom as an artist and a poet that she is. I don't know, some do know and some do not know. And she's been writing poetry since she was 10 years old. In fact, one of her poems she sent to New York after September 11th, and we received a letter from Governor Como that her poem is hanging in his office. Oh my goodness. So, I mean, what an honor. And Mom, you are amazing. She has been recognized by the university, Pima College, let's see, Desert Museum, Tubac, who else? Tucson Botanical, Tucson Meet Yourself. So she's been published and recognized. So on behalf of all of us, Mom, and me, I love you and I love you.
Bravo, bravo.
Well, what can I say about my mom? She's amazing. Y ya entienden los que hablan español que dijo Gloria. Sí. No, ya acaso sí. Sí, okay. Then I won't. Okay. Bueno, I just want to say, Mom, you're amazing and wise and fortitude. I mean, she is amazing. I mean, how much Mom is from Mexico, everybody knows, and we as her children cannot forget our roots, where they started. And I think that's so very important for Mom, that she's here. She became an American citizen in 93, yes. And but before that, she has been involved in this community. She's a giver. She's volunteered at Casa de los Niños. The latest group that she has been a member of is Las Nanas, the grandmothers, and that group of women, beautiful women, this group is grandparents raising grandchildren. And this whole group that is in this club, none of them are raising grandchildren, but what they do and the funds they do is to help those grandmothers. So I'm just really, really proud of Mom. So she's given us a lot, and fortitude, being a caregiver for my grandmother and her husband cuando se murieron. ¿Quieren que hable en español un poquito? Y si no, sí. Nomás estoy muy, con mucho orgullo, digo que mi mamá es una persona muy grande en mis ojos. Ella da mucho de su parte, no nomás de su corazón, pero también, one thing I do want to say, last year when I was going to turn in March, my birthday, who cares? I'm going to be 65. Okay? She said it. I came to visit, and Mom was like, "What am I going to give you for your birthday?" I said, "Mom, you don't have to give me anything, but I do want one thing." So I came to her back room where she has her artwork, and she doesn't like us to call it artwork. As she said, she's humble. You are. And so I told her, I want this. This is what you can give me, a part of you. This is her art.
She just made it?
Yes. Well, no, she made it, but this is what my gift I wanted from her. I said, this is all I want. This is what I would love to have.
That's all you're going to get.
No, I actually got more. she gave me on my birthday, so what she did is she said it needed touch-up. I'm going, really, Mom? It looks beautiful, but no. This represents a picture of the sea, okay? And many times when I went on vacations, I came back, we grew up in Mazatlan every summer. We were really fortunate. So parents took us to Mazatlan every summer. And so Mom, with all the stories I told as a kid and as an adult of my time spent at the ocean, she wrote me a, oops, sorry. And with the perfect card, of course, right? That's me walking on the ocean. And I'm going to ask her to read it in Spanish because I don't want to mess it up. And then I'll read you the English version. Okay, first. That was a beautiful gift. 2 gifts in one.
Excuse me, my voice is 90 years old voice.
Sounds wonderful.
Good voice, but it's a good one.
The name is El Mar y Yo. Porque cuando ella siempre viene y dice, ay, el mar, mamá, ay, la arena, ay, qué a gusto, I take a pictures, I have a lot of pictures del mar. So, yo no había que darle, de escribirle mi hijito, que es mi hijita acá. So, I decided to write, dice, el mar y yo. Me fascina el mar por su fuerza incomparable. El brillo de sus azules aguas que ciegan mis ojos. Me encanta caminar y caminar y sentir el cosquilleo de la ardiente arena. Allá en la distancia se levanta gigantesca ola, poderosa y gran ola que con gran velocidad se desenvuelve. Un estruendo se escucha y poco a poco y con desgano se acerca a besar la ardiente arena y a besar mis pies. Dice, poco a poco se acerca con desgano y se acerca a besar las ardientes arenas y a refrescar mis ardorosos pies. Qué delicioso placer. Oh, mi amigo el mar. Es lo que ella me
Bravo,
decía.
bravo. Yes.
Okay, now I'll read, I translated. Norma Zuniga, who was here earlier, was not available to translate our poetry at the last time that she presented poetry of the Tucson Botanical. I told them, why don't we have poetry in the garden? I said, I know a source who writes poetry. So, okay, with that said, I'm going to read what I transcribed. The Sea and I by Maria J. Robles, March 18, 2014. I am so fascinated by the sea for its incomparable strength, the sparkle of its blue waters, shining, blinding my eyes. Can you see yourself on the ocean, the beach? I love to walk and feel the tickle of its burning sand. In the distance, a powerful wave rises with great velocity. As it unfolds, a thundering wave is heard, extending its rippled foam, that little by little timidly approaches to kiss the burning sand and refresh my burning feet. What a delicious pleasure. Oh, my friend, the sea. Just another little note. I started doing a timeline on her life, and legal size paper, I was already on the 2nd page, and only to 1991, how much involvement she's had in her church, in her community, and Mexican-American leagues that I stopped. I couldn't write anymore. But she did stop when Dad got sick and passed away. The first time she asked me to come and do papel picado because, as you see, the banners, the decorations, is her artwork. And so
Mom invited me to join her to help her do it in 2003 at Tucson Botanical for the Fiesta de los Chiles. So then after that, at Tucson Meet Yourself, we always helped her set up and break down, but we would leave. This time I decided to stay, and I saw how people were sitting, cutting, she's talking, showing, cutting, and people standing, waiting to sit down. And this happened all day long, because how many of you have been to Tucson Meet Yourself? It's an all-day event. So she does it Saturday and Sunday. Well, I decided that day I would stay, and I told her, I'll help you cut it, show me how. Well, by the next day on Sunday, I said, I'll stay today. Mom, I'll go ahead and teach me how to do it. I want to do this to carry your tradition. So that's why I say our roots are important. So, so anybody who wants to join me when Mom stops, she keeps telling me this year, that's it, no more. But it's an amazing thing. She has filled so many.
We never stop doing that. The people is there, so we keep doing this. And I'm very proud of the roots, our traditions, our culture, and everything. We should be very proud.
Yes, and the fact, we really appreciate the fact that Tucson Botanical and Tucson Meet Yourself allow us to share and are very interested in our culture. And that really makes us really proud to be who we are. Thank you.
Thank you. A todos por su paciencia, muchas gracias.
Little brother on the last one, of course.
Little baby. Little baby, cuidado.
I just want to say a couple things. I'm not going to go too long. But, you know, when you're young, small child, you don't realize what it takes to keep a family together. You don't realize it until you grow up. Right? The older you get, you realize everybody goes through struggles. But we realized that my mom was a glue. Got the family together, right? Glue. And she did teach us. She taught us faith, humility, forgiveness, and love. Right? Always. And that's what we come away from that. And she always, la bendición. No matter where we went, it was always la bendición. Every time we left the house, when we were little kids, right? She'd be at the door.
Giving us a blessing.
But when I was a little kid, muchachito, todo el tiempo la bendición, pero también le daba a las muchachas que me cuidaron. That was a secondary, you know, backup. But I remember one time, I was pretty small, and she kept saying, muchachas, cuida el muchacho, el Arturito, cuídalo, que no se cae, que no se... Cuídalo, take care of Artie, take care of Artie. So we were playing next door, and I was on a slide. And me caí. So I ran all the way home, and before I got to the house, because me oía que estaba llorando, I was crying, and abrió la puerta, she opened the door. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? And, you know, I started llorando. Dirty, dusty, con mocos y todo, ¿verdad? Y ¿qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? Y apenas, I could barely get the strength to mumble the words. Las muchachas no me cuidaron. So now, I'm grown up. I don't need the girls, but I got my wife. She's going to take care of me.
Gracias por su amor. Yo quiero darle las gracias a mis hijos porque ellos no hay día que no hagan algo para mí. Yo les agradezco. Qué bendición. Mucho a cada uno y a mi nuera, que es mi hija güerita, es mi hija adoptada desde hace 29 años, la quiero mucho y ella ha formado también a mi hijo, porque dejen los buenos esposos, acuérdense, son por las mujeres, por las esposas. Y gracias, mi hijita güera. Gracias. A todos ustedes, mis neighbors que adoro, mis neighbors los adoro, porque siempre han sido muy lindos conmigo y me entienden mi inglés. First grade inglés, my English, first grade. It's elementary, my English, but they understand my English. Mi nuerita, mi güera.
And I want to say that my son, for those who know or don't know, my son Marcus Reese, stand up. He's here with his beautiful wife, Vanessa. Marcus, where are you? 14-year-old grandson. Christian, where are you? And Noah, 9 years old. Thank you for coming. Help us celebrate Lana. Thank you.
My son, Michael and Daniel.
How many kids you have?
Both babies.
We have 3, but Michael and Daniel are the ones who are here.
So the
Twins.
twins.
My twins.
Son twin.
And before you leave, we have a guest book. We have a guest book, and we would love for you to take a full page and dedicate it to Mom, whether it be a joke or it could be a funny face or un pensamiento.
Or just your
Una
name over
página,
here.
lo que ustedes quieran. Una página entera para cada persona, por favor.
Si gustan escribir algo que una memoria que compartió con mi mamá. Un recuerdo. Gracias a todos.
Thank you.
Ahora hay Keki y flan en la casa con cafecitos si les gusta. Decaf and real stuff. So we have cake and flan inside, and we have decaf coffee and real coffee. So whatever you like. Please join us if you like it.
Te digo.